Hello everybody out there watching on YouTube, and welcome to race number 33 of Season 4 of the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series / Chase Race number 7 of the season. I am Levi McIntyre, the voice of the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series, here to welcome you to the NRA 500 here at Texas Motor Speedway, as we are getting set for 44 laps of racing here at this mile-and-a-half racetrack. But before we look at the starting lineup, we gotta take a look at the chase points going into the race tonight. So, Joshua Sekuli extended his points lead to an even bigger margin, now leading by a little over a full race now, 43 points over Sean Galligan, 46 points over both William Brock and Tim Fiegel, 53 over Dylan Young, 54 over James Quall, 60 over Johnny Gardner, 68 over Dylan Poteet, 83 over Rafael LeDuc, 87 over Dylan Jacobs, 90 over Kyle Matthews, 110 over Zach Flickinger, 122 over James McLeod, and 132 over Chris Dollarton. So in realistic terms, Flickinger, McLeod, and Dollarton are pretty much out of the hunt now. So pretty much the top 11 is all that remains that are close enough to contention to try and get this championship. But let's look at the starting lineup. Starting in the last row is Sky Commons and Pichu London. Top 10 starting lineup, DJ Curtis on the pole with Joshua Collard right next to him. Row 2, Dylan Young and Devin Becker. Row 3, Zachary Fitzwater, Jay Jefferson. Row 4, Shane Lake and Matt Haas. And then row 5, John Cittadino and Paul Minnick. Let's go ahead and get the command to fire engines for the NRA 500 at Texas.
Drivers, start your engines!
All 42 cars rolling on the racetrack for their one pace lap. Now, this is going to be a very, very crucial race for a lot of drivers in the championship hunt. Particularly the guys who are back in between 9th and 11th in points. So LeDuc, Jacobs, and Matthews are definitely going to have to really push it here tonight here at Texas, because after tonight, only 3 races left in the chase. The next race is Pikes Peak, then California as the penultimate race, and then the final race being at Kansas. But still, anything can happen here in these final 4 races. Pace car into pit road, and it's time to boogity, 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 go racing. DJ Curtis got that bonus point for leading the first lap from the pole, so that's good for that 4 car. Right behind him, Joshua Collard. It looked like he was going to try and take the lead off turn 4, but he backed off the throttle on the front stretch. And now he's coming up, and now is he going to try that move again? No, he backed out of the throttle again. I don't know why he's backing out of the throttle like that. I don't know, but that's helping for DJ Curtis to get an even bigger lead going now. And that's actually helping for Dylan Young to get up to the back bumper of Collard. But here comes Zachary Fitzwater with a run to the inside for third underneath Dylan Young. Devin Becker and Shane Lake, both teammates from Michael Waltrip Racing, are kind of right there in the mix. And then 2 Furniture Row teammates, Jefferson and Haas. As right now, DJ Curtis has a near 2/10 of a second lead according to the line, but it's now, I think, grown a little bit. Teammates battling for the 5th position between Shane Lake and Devin Becker. Let's see if Shane Lake's going to do what Collard has done. No, he didn't back out of throttle. He's still in the gas trying to go for it. Jay Jefferson now going to try and go underneath the 15 of Becker, and following behind him, John Cittadino, who's currently the second highest, or the third highest rookie right now, the highest being Shane Lake. Becker and then Cittadino. Now Cittadino trying to get that bottom lane to kick in. And meanwhile, Matt Haas is under attack from Paul Minnick, and that's for the 9th position right now. So right now up here at the front of the field, we only got one chaser in the top 10, and that's Dylan Young, and now he's trying to go for second underneath DJ Curtis as Joshua Collard has finally taken the lead. After working the 4-car for quite a few laps, he finally gets around him, and Dylan Young actually lost a lot of momentum on the bottom lane. I don't know what happened, but now he's fallen back from attempting second to now back to 4th. But yeah, Dylan Young currently is the only chase driver running in the top 10 right now. And now he's under attack by Shane Lake and Jay Jefferson for position. And I don't know, Dylan Young managed to get a big run off the outside, but he's just not clear of the 55, and it's going to be even tougher because the bottom lane's still getting more momentum. Shane Lake trying to clear the 2-car. Perhaps entering into turn 3 he'll actually clear him. Let's see. And he does finally clear the 2-car. And now Dylan Young's fallen back to, looks like the 6th position. Now he's trying to block Devin Becker, but Devin Becker, he ain't going to have any of that. He's trying to get to the bottom. But now Dylan Young trying to get 5th back from Jay Jefferson. Closing in on lap number 10, and keep in mind on lap 22 will be when we take our commercial break for the race. But right now, Joshua Collard has a slim lead over DJ Curtis, and Zachary Fitzwater tried to get second, but backed off the throttle, and that's helping for Shane Lake to get a run on the outside for position. Side by side for 3rd between Fitzwater and Lake. Dylan Young still trying to get around Jay Jefferson, and it looks like he's going to finally clear the 87, put him back up to the top 5. So let's take a look and see where the chasers currently run in numerical order. So Dylan Young currently in 5th. Tim Fiegel last scored 24th. Next up, Chris Dollerton last scored 20th. Dylan Poteet last scored 15th. Johnny Gardner last scored in the 26th position. Kyle Matthews last scored 34th. Sean Galligan last scored 21st. James McLeod last scored 10th. William Brock last scored 12th. James Qualls last scored 37th. Rafael Leduc last scored 17th. Dylan Jacobs last scored 29th. Joshua Sekuli last scored 22nd. And that's it. Back up here at the front of the field, Collard still holding off DJ Curtis, as the top 2 have been the dominant cars so far at the early going of this race. As the top 5's kind of broken away from everybody, and it's single file up here at the front of the field. Currently only 2 chase drivers currently run in the top 10, Dylan Young and James McLeod. And McLeod is technically one of those eliminated drivers, as he came into the race 122 points behind Joshua Sekuli. Dylan Young, on the other hand, came into this race 53 points behind Joshua Sekuli. But all this can really shake up when green flag pit stops, if we stay green the rest of the way, that is, and we get the pit stops. That will really shape up how this race is going to end. As meanwhile, Dylan Young's got to run underneath Shane Lake to try and get the 4th position back. as the bottom lane has really started to kick in even further as this run has continued. And Zachary Fitzwater tried to get to the bottom underneath DJ Curtis for second, but didn't quite make it stick. But the top 5 is 3 Dodges and 2 Fords, but all from different teams. Stuart Haas for Ford, Young Motorsports for Ford, Richard Petty Motorsports for Dodge, Evernham Motorsports for Dodge, and Michael Waltrip Racing for Dodge. So it's Dodge, Ford, Dodge, the top 5. And then you got another Dodge in 6 right now with Devin Becker, Shane Lake's teammate, and then another Dodge in 7th, Paul Minnick for Evernham Motorsports. Then a Toyota. The highest running Toyota right now is Jay Jefferson, and then the highest running Chevy is John Cittadino. So tonight it's been Dodge domination. There's a lot of Dodge cars in the top 10. In fact, there is 5 Dodges in the top 10 right now. 1st, 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Then 2 Fords in 2nd and 4th. A Toyota in 8th, and then 2 Chevys 9th and 10th right now as far as how the top 10 looks. But let's take a look at a full field rundown. Joshua Collard is your current race leader. 2nd is DJ Curtis. 3rd is Zachary Fitzwater. 4th, Dylan Young. 5th, Shane Lake. 6th, Devin Becker. 7th, Paul Minnick. 8th, Jay Jefferson. 9th, John Cittadino. 10th, James McLeod. 11th, Dorian Facepuncher. 12th is Matt Haas. 13th, Emmanuel Hartnett. 14th, Dylan Poteet. 15th, William Brock. 16th, Trent Dunham. 17th, Sean Galligan. 18th, Rafael Leduc. 19th, Matt McIntyre. 20th, Seth Cole. 21st, Chris Dollarton. 22nd, Preston Lord. 23rd is Dylan Thoreau. 24th, Joshua Sekuli. 25th is Tim Fiegel. 26th is Phil Parker. 27th, Zach Flickinger. 28th, Jake Rogers. 29th, Johnny Gardner. 30th, Ryan George. 31st, Cody Smart. 32nd, Kyle Matthews. 33rd, Dylan Jacobs. 34th, Charles Sanford. 35th is James Shelley. 36th is Jessica Sheldon. 37th, Carson Gum. 38th, Peachy London. 39th, James Qualls. 40th, Sky Commons. 41st, Jake Baskinger. And 42nd, Jonathan Zorley. Zachary Fitzwater now moves into 2nd. Collard still leads as we're going to take our commercial break. Live action will be on the bottom of your screen, but we'll be right back. Hey you! Are you tired of watching stupid YouTubers like the Paul brothers?
Yeah!
Well then, check out the Kamikaze Games YouTube channel. If you want to watch classic gameplay videos like these...
Fucking stupid cocksucking apron! Why is that a thing?! The fucking banana peels are real! Oh, I'm shitting out bananas everywhere I go!
If you want to see racing videos like these...
Can there be one good race this year? That's all I fucking ask.
Ty Dillon's called me out! Oh man!
Worthless ass, shitty fucking racing package. Get this shit the fuck away from anywhere near the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series.
It's the same song and dance every single week. Why do I even care? It's so fucking dumb.
Or if you want to watch classic raging like these...
It was the god damn motherfucking engine of all things!
You did no research! Goddamn fucking Joey Logano won the goddamn fucking Daytona 500! Fuck! 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 Ah! 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 Are you fucking serious? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? God fucking damn it, Matt Tift! You fucking absolute failure of a fucking driver! You can't fucking drive! No! 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 Fuck you! Ah!
Then what are you doing? Go check out the Kamikaze Games YouTube channel. To find the Kamikaze Games YouTube channel, just go to youtube.com and type in the search bar Kamikaze Games. That is spelled Kamikazegames. Check him out right now, otherwise he will come to your house and punch you in the face. That is Kamikaze Games. Kamikaze Games. I'm so glad I found this guy. He cracks me up. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube masters. Hey, Levi. Oh, hey, Your Highness. Are you checking out ZevBellringerPorn.com right now? Yeah, I was actually just about to check it out right now for myself. Alright, well, let me know when you're done, alright? Thank you. Alright, I'll see you later.
20 minutes later.
Hey, Levi, I was just coming to check... Okay. That is the biggest boner I've ever seen in my fucking life. And Jesus, your walls are wider than they normally are. Well, he's not gonna have any kids. What you gonna do? If you want to have a good time in your room at night, be sure to check out www.zevbellringerporn.com and also follow her on Twitter @Zev_Bellringer. Trust me, you will thank me later.
This is hot.
Wake up, damn it! Wake up!
What the fuck? You want to buy a bottle, plastic or glass? Well, we sell bottles. We only sell bottles. Be sure to go to www.bottlesinc.com. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway, and just in time, green flag pit stops have begun. Joshua Collard, first one to come in out of the leaders to get into pit road, and it's less than 15 laps to go here at Texas, so people trying to go for some different strategy in case a caution were to come out. And typically, usually around green flag pit stops, we usually get a mystery caution, and it really screws up the field. So I don't know if we're going to get one of those here tonight, but we'll see what happens. As Shane Lake, it looks like he's one of only a few drivers yet to come to pit road. Big train of cars coming in at the same time, and I heard some contact on pit road. I don't know if it's severe or bad, and the caution is out. I figured this was going to happen. This always seems to happen at Texas. Whenever we get green flag pit stops, a random caution comes out, and I don't see anybody with damage, so I'm not sure. This might have been one of them phantom cautions. I'm not entirely sure, but this has really messed the field up quite a good bit. And I have no idea who's going to be the race leader, but until we find out, let's go ahead and take a look and try and figure out what brought the caution out here at Texas. Well, just as I expected, there was no wreck that occurred to bring out the caution. It was another typical Texas moment where it's a phantom caution that comes out. And the field did get shuffled quite a good bit, and the leaders are starting behind the last car on the lead lap, which is Jonathan Zorling. But Shane Lake is now your race leader. Second is Trent Dunham. Third, Sean Galligan. Fourth, Rafael LeDuc. Fifth, Matt McIntyre. Sixth, Chris Dollerton. Seventh, Ryan George. Excuse me. Eighth, Zach Flickinger. Ninth, Sky Commons. And then 10th is James Shelley. So the top 10 are going to be all together, but in the back of the field as a result of all this. But a couple of chasers who are looking to get some good runs here tonight to get points, particularly guys like Galligan and LeDuc, they've got a golden opportunity, and the green flag is back out. Trent Dunham, though, didn't quite get going on that restart, and now his car is starting to come alive. And here he goes for a move underneath Shane Lake for the lead. And this is his home track. Texas boy and Trent Dunham. Sean Galligan now going to try and take third away from Shane Lake. And Rafael LeDuc, he's going to follow suit. He's coming up with a run underneath the 55. So right now, Trent Dunham could be in the catbird seat to win, perhaps for the first time ever on this channel, at his home racetrack. Sean Galligan trying to maneuver his way through lap traffic, which is really what's making this battle for the lead a little interesting, is the fact that it's all about where the lead lap cars are going to be able to maneuver themselves, as they're double wide all throughout the back here. And I see 3 wide, Shane Lake, Chris Dollerton, and Ryan George. That is for position right there. And they're 3 wide in front of Trent Dunham. This is a little risky. Sean Galligan now has approached the back bumper of Trent Dunham. Now it's 6 laps to go here at Texas. Trent Dunham trying to get this win, but Galligan trying to gain as much points as possible to get further up in the chase standings. Because currently scored, Joshua Sakuli was last scored in 28th. Nearly side by side for the lead between Dunham and Galligan. Matt McIntyre, though, he's trying to follow suit, as he's now right to the back bumper, or was to the back bumper of the 44. But Trent Dunham still trying to maneuver his way through traffic to see how his car is going to run, as he's now stuck on the bottom, and Sean Galligan using the outside lane to go for the lead. Galligan moves up to the lead for now, but Trent Dunham's trying to make a comeback run at him. Here he comes onto the bottom with a big run. Sean Galligan came into this race second in points. If he can come through with a top 5 finish or even the win, he could really gain a whole lot of points on the 82 car for the points lead. Galligan still using the outside to keep the spot. Less than 3 to go here at Texas. Trent Dunham stuck behind lap cars, trying to maneuver his way around and get back to the 44's rear end. Rafael Leduc moves back up to 3rd. He's going to benefit a lot through this finish. Although Trent Dunham, I don't know, he seems to be He seems to be running a little bit tight, because he has just been losing momentum. 2 laps to go for Galligan. Although Galligan, I thought Zorline was going to make it 3 wide on him right there. That would have been very, very dangerous to go 3 wide with the leader right there. But Galligan, all he's got to do is just keep his car ahead of the second place guy, as the white flag is displayed for Sean Galligan at Texas for his 2nd win of the season he's trying to go for. Although he took that corner really wide, but Trent Dunham, I think, is a little too far behind to really make anything work, unless something really big was to happen here. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Galligan holds off Cittadino. Coming out of turn 4 to get his 2nd win of the season, Sean Galligan wins the NRA 500 at Texas. After a big scoring screw-up because of a phantom caution that happened during green flag pit stops, Sean Galligan is going to get the biggest advantage in the chase now, because, well, we'll find out here in a moment, but congratulations to Galligan for his 2nd win of the season. But let's look at the rest of the results. The hometown native Trent Dunham was so close to getting that win, but he's still going to come through with a great run in 2nd. Matt McIntyre with a solid performance in 3rd. Highest finishing rookie was Ryan George in 4th. Rafael Leduc with a phenomenal run in 5th, and now will help him out in the chase as well. Sky Commons finishing out in 6th. Shane Lake finishing 7th. James Shelley with a great run in 8th. Chris Dollerton with a solid run in 9th. And then Zach Flickinger finishing in 10th. Rest of the top 20 was Paul Minnick, Zachary Fitzwater, Dorian Facepuncher, James McLeod, Emmanuel Hartnett, Jay Jefferson, Dylan Poteet, Matt Haas, William Brock, Dylan Young. Rest of the top 30 was Preston Plord, DJ Curtis, Joshua Collard, Devin Becker, Phil Parker, Dylan Thoreau, Seth Cole, Johnny Gardner, Kyle Matthews, Jessica Sheldon. And then the points leader heading into tonight, Joshua Sekuli, finishes 31st. And then the rest of the lead lap cars were Jake Baskinger, Tim Fiegel, Carson Gum, Pichu London, James Qualls, Cody Smart, and Jake Rogers. The rest of the cars that finished were a lap down: John Cittadino, Jonathan Zorline, Charles Sanford, and Dylan Jacobs. So that does it for our coverage here tonight at Texas. Next race is Pikes Peak, and then California, then the finals, or the final race at Kansas. But here are your final results, rookie points and regular points heading into Pikes Peak, and this is Levi McIntyre signing off.